Hello YouTube, this is Dreadlock Ninja here. As the title of this video says, this is the history of dreadlocks, and it can be traced back to the African origin. I'm not going to just come here and make a video and just say what I have to say without backup and without proof. So I am going to say what I have to say with backup and proof. And I'm not going to refer you to any video, other people's videos, because at the end of the day, anybody can make a video chatting about things, but at the same time, proof is proof. So I've done my research, so I can prove what I'm saying. So the first people that had dreadlocks were Africans. And some may argue that before they were combed, everybody in the world was walking around with dreadlocks, but that is absolutely not true, because you think about it, during this Stone Age, the people during the Stone Age, they had to make equipment, they had to make stuff to cut up their meat, they had to make knife to cut up the meat, they had to make weapons to kill their animals, to eat meat. They had to do all of those things. They had to try and make clothes, a whole heap of things that had to be done. So of course comb was invented, and I can prove that. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to show you now is my proof from the internet, from my research, to show that the first people that had dreadlocks were Africans and the Hindu religion in India. Okay, but I will also prove to you that Africans went to India in the first place. Okay, so that's when all this dreadlock thing went to India. So that's my first proof, and I'm going to show that to you now. So my first proof is from this website. So you have to excuse me, I'm having to use two tablets here. So the website is there. So that is the website, okay? So this tells you, you can go on the internet and research this by yourself. Of course, you don't have to believe me. So it goes, going all the way down now to history. Where is it? Right, history. Okay. Right there, history. Okay, and then it says the first known example of dreadlocks date back to North Africa and to the Horn of Africa. In ancient Egypt, examples of Egyptians wearing locked hairstyle and wigs have appeared on bas relief, statuary, and other artifacts. Mummified remains of ancient Egyptians with locks, as well as locked wigs, have also been recovered from archaeological sites. Yeah. So that's my first proof, as you can see. Because think about it as well. I mean, I don't know if you have Discovery Channel or History Channel or all that. All the time, people are going different places all over the world, digging up people that is mummified, people from millions of years ago and all these kind of things. They've never ever digged up anybody that has dreadlocks in other countries. Have they? No. I mean, if anybody has seen any Discovery Channel, History Channel of other countries that this is being found, please let me know, email me, okay? But according to, you've seen it on the internet with your own 2 eyes, you can go to the website and check it out by yourself, that mummified people from Egypt were dug up and they are dreadlocks, okay? Because dreadlocks, you know, originated from Africa, and Egypt is in Africa, okay? So that is my first proof. Now for my second proof. So here it says, Messiah men found in the region of North Kenya claim they have been wearing dreadlocks for as long as they have survived. According to their oral history, the Messiah originated from the lower Niger Valley, north of Lake Turkana, northwest Kenya, and began immigrating south around the 15th century, arriving in a long trunk of land stretching from what is now northern Kenya between the 17th and late 18th century. And then it goes on and it goes on and it goes on and it goes on, yeah? So I'll find the part where it says about the Hindu people. I can find it. Now, yeah, it says the Hindu deity Shiva and his followers were described in the scriptures as wearing jata, meaning. So it just goes on here to talk about Shiva and Greeks and, you know, other people that, and the very early Christian and other people, as you can see, there's dreadlocks. And yeah, it's very interesting because here it says, can you see where it says James the Lost? James the Just. I will click on one of the apostles of Jesus Christ. You can read up on it. There it is. If you go to the original website, there will be his name for you to click on. And apparently he had locks. So this is during the time of Jesus Christ. So that's all about him there. I don't really have time to get into all that right now, but you know, just to show you a bit of background, yeah. But you see where it says the first people was the Africans. So I will carry on with my proof. The next one I'm going to show. Right. Also, you will come across this website, yeah. I'm not going to quote anything from this website because this website is basically a blog written by just someone with a whole heap of stuff and nothing really to back it up. It doesn't refer you to any websites to as proof of what he or she is saying. So I'm just adding it to you just in case you put it on Google and then you come up with this, and then I don't want anyone to come to say to me, what about this website? This is just someone's blog, you know. So I just didn't take any notice of it. I read through it, but you know, that's all. But you can read through it and come to your own conclusion, of course. It's long before, you know, as soon as man started, when they invented his comb was also invented. So if you go to this website, the history of the hairs world.com, as you can see here, is now it goes back. It says first part, Ice Age, Summer, Akkad, Babylonian, China, India, yeah. So this goes back as far as 25,000 years ago. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of this because that's just going to take time. I will just take you down to here when it says, among the most ancient objects that archaeologists have found in their excavation are combs made of bones, wood, horns, and antlers of ivory and fish bones from the most remote antiquity, they testify the interest of the people for grooming their hair. Here is an exhibition of ancient comb. Reads let me see. But if you read all of this here, it tells you that women was already doing things to their hair, grooming their hair, making their hair to look, as you see this lady here, she's got like a cane roll in her hair. So women from Ice Age, you know, they were not walking around with dreadlocks. They were actually taking care of themselves, as you can see here. You know, they had hairstyle, you know, and they were doing things with their hair, and they had combs, as you can see from archaeological research. So so if you go further down, you will come to this on the same page, on the same website. Come to this, the hair of old civilization, and you know, you can read all that and see, you know, people were already even coloring their hair, you know, at that time. So when you think of Ice Age people and all these people, you think of primitive people. They weren't that primitive. Human beings were intelligent then and intelligent now, and were coming up with ways of beautifying themselves. Yeah. So this is what I found really interesting here when it says in China. Yeah. Right. China. So here it says here in China that women was already taking care of their hair and everything. And if you didn't take care of your hair, look, and it says no hair care arrangements for them is a sign of disease or depression. So there is no way they could have been walking around with dreadlocks, you know, because then people would think they were sick or they were suffering from some kind of depression. So this is in China. So no one can come and tell me that in China people was running around with dreadlocks. Okay, this is now going back to what, 1700 BC. This is before Christ. I mean, how far back can you go? So that's that one. Yeah, I don't think there was anything else on that page that I found interesting. But you know, if you read further down, just tells you how women took care of their hair, they shaved their hair. You know, they were already, you know, they had means of creating something to shave hair, doing fantastic hairstyles. You know, this is not something that got invented in the 20th century. You know, look at people with their hair. Look, look, look. Nobody's walking around with dreadlocks. Okay, and then it goes here to India. And it says, yeah. Now, this is the part I was talking about in the beginning of making this video, that black people went to India. So this is my proof. It says, the first people who arrived to India were Negroids from Africa of black skin and curly hair. Yeah? So as you can see, so they were the ones that arrived in India. So they were the ones that brought the culture of the dreadlocks. At least that's how I see it. So that's it. I don't know if there's anything else, but I mean, you can go to the website, you know, and read up. You can go to the website and read up a little bit more about all this, because I mean, it just takes time. And it talks about different culture, how people, if you see here, this is about Hindu religion, and some people in India, how they shave, they've always shaved their hair, you know, as part of cultural beliefs. So people wasn't just walking around with dreadlocks, you know, in all these parts of the country. You know, this is to emphasize my point that dreadlocks was originated in Africa. you know. So that's that. And I've got some more other websites to go to. Just wait. This is the website, okay, for your information, for you to check everything that is being said. And listen to what it says. A comb is a tooled device used for styling, cleaning, and managing hair and scalp. Combs are among the oldest, listen, oldest tools found by the archaeologists. So no one can come and say comb did not exist, so everybody of every culture was walking around with dreadlocks. That's not true. Having been discovered in very refined forms from settlements dating back to 5,000 years ago in Persia. This is to say that the comb has always been amongst the most important tool of human civilization. You know? The most important tool of human civilization. The most important tool. Okay? So people was not walking around with dreadlocks, of course, unless they were in Africa. So, and then it goes on really, and talks about comb, and then it shows you, basically different combs. Sorry, but I can get a better close-up right there. It shows you different combs, the modern day comb, different combs, and it goes and tells you more about comb, and stuff like that. See, the Afro pick comb, images of comb, and this is very, very interesting. Check out the images of comb. Check out. You can see how old that they are. Even look, it says ancient Egypt. Even in ancient Egypt, where people had dreadlocks, they still had comb. So it was not even a matter of people was running around in ancient Egypt because with dreadlocks because there was no comb. It was out of choice. Okay, look at that ancient Roman comb. See, set of comb from the 16th century. Look at that. So, comb is always been around. It's like saying people run around with all their hair, without combing it. It's like saying people from long ago were like idiots or something. No, they weren't idiots, okay? African people invented dreadlocks, and I don't like it when people try to take away something that belongs to us as black people just because of whatever reason, It belongs to us. Black people invented dreadlocks. It's okay for people of other colors. Of course, if white people want to have dreadlocks, feel free, because black people dye their hair blonde and whatever. But and also black people buy white people's hair to stick on their hair to look white. So anybody can have dreadlocks. I'm not against it, but I will stand against is people saying that black people did not invent dreadlocks, because that is not true. Black people invented dreadlocks. It belongs to us. Okay, this is our culture. Don't lie about it. Don't try to remove it from us. So actually, on the side of this, if you go to the sides there, look, you can see an Indian comb. But you know what is so interesting is this comb at the bottom here. Look, a Stone Age knit comb. Look, this is from the Stone Age. People saying that what people didn't have comb. Look at that. The Stone Age. Okay, the people was intelligent. They weren't stupid. Okay, they had combs. They invented things. So you can see this is from the Stone Age. Stone Age comb. So people wasn't walking around with dreadlocks, re-emphasizing that. Right. So to basically carry on with my research, I went to this website. Yeah, this is a university website. Okay, so as I said, I've tried to get my research done from the internet, but as you can see, University of Cambridge actually. So I didn't just go to any website, collect people's blog and blah 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 stuff like that. I make sure I got authentic proof. So this is the origin of the Afro comb, and this dates back to 6,000 years of culture, politics, and identity. As you can see, that's the Afro comb. I mean, this is a modern day Afro comb, so this wouldn't be a Afro comb that they had 6,000 years ago. So, and then if you go to the page, I mean, you get to read up all about it and everything, you know, and stuff like that. So there is all the information. Because black history, black culture, you know, you can read up. So that's for that website. Let me see if I go. So this is like a magazine or something. This says, I don't know, lifestyle. I love India. History of comb, lifestyle and lounge, you know, whatever. But I mean, listen to this. Combs have been used by people since ages and probably date back to the Stone Age, when man for the first time created a solid tool with teeth to tame his hair. Can you see? I mean, you can go and read all about it, because I mean, there's all of that. See, during the Middle Ages, 14th century, like that. So I mean, you can go and read up. I mean, you got all the address of all the websites. You can go and do your research and, you know, basically read up about it. So that's my research. You know, as I said to you, I was going to just show you facts. You know, I'm sure there's more information, but this is just information that I've managed to get within 6 hours. So I'm sure there is much more. You know, if I decide to have spent maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, or whatever, I could have got much more information. But, you know, it's there for you to see. The history of dreadlocks is dated to the black people in Africa. That is it. That belongs to us as black people. We brought it, we invented it, and I do not want people making video trying to say it is not true. It is true. You know, if you're a black person making a video saying dreadlocks was not invented by black people, then you need to go back and study your history. That's it. Okay? My point of making this video is for that reason. I'm not trying to say that other people of other colors can't have dreadlocks. If other people of other colors want to have dreadlocks, feel free. You know, no problem. But, you know, don't go around saying, oh, dreadlocks was all invented by us or whatever, because I'm sure there was not white people in England or America walking around with dreadlocks in any age, Stone Age, modern age, or any age, or Ice Age. I'm really, really sure there wasn't, because nobody is come up with any proof of that. So that is a black history fact, proven, okay, as I've proved it today. So that's it. If you like my video, click like. If you don't like it, well, you know what to do. And until then, if I got anything else to say, of course, you know, I will always say it. And also, I have to apologize for some of my, you know, when I had to read some of the things on the website, I couldn't pronounce the words properly, but English is not my first language. I'm half Portuguese, so what can I say? So anyway, that's it. Peace out. Until next time, keep dreadlocksing, keep it natural, keep free forming, and know your black history. And take care. Bye.